Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to City Skylines. And you can see here from the edge of our lake that we've now got a little bit over 1 tree height on our lake before it reaches the dip right here. So the lake is filling up. The lake is getting higher and higher and higher. More and more poop is pouring into the lake as we speak. Let's just have a look here, see what this is saying. Water consumption 1.9 out of available 2.1, so we're getting pretty close to that. Sewage capacity is at 2 million as well. We've got a 7 million capacity on that, but you got to remember that some of that 7 million capacity is actually all of this around here, so it's not able to use that. Now, down here, we've got a little bit of a situation going on. We've got not enough customers. We've got all these restaurants and other places and so on and so forth, but we have a lack of customers. I don't know if that is because we have a lack of people, or if it's just because we have a lack of people in these zones. I don't know how well the game relies on people being able to shunt from one point to another. We've got fairly limited... we're fairly limited with our... people shunting abilities. We've got sort of limited stations and that all the way around. We've got the monorail, which does work a little bit, but I haven't built the monorail very well, so I haven't allowed for bypasses and things like that. The trains seem to spend most of their time stopped and not actually doing anything, but generally we're just going to ignore it and hope that it all goes away, because that seems to be a pretty good solution. Our flowers, animal products, and crops are all going in here, and we're making pastries, and we seem to be doing so at a fairly good rate. Production value, $5,760 per week. Material costs at $2,000. We're doing all right with that one, I think. And then if we have a look at the actual Henry Ashworth plantation, 3,600 there, 230 tons. We've got 41 going into flour, 33 into animal products, and then 166 tons being sold direct. And we've got some going here to the train station over here, and then we've also got a train station over here on this one as well. We've got a bypass on this train station for the ones that don't actually want to go through the airport, which seems to be operating correctly. That all seems to be working quite nicely. I've got transporting to the cargo train terminal. This seems to be working all right. I could do with connecting that to the power grid. And that's coming in there. That should be coming down here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because they run in around that way. So we've got a load of trains here that are basically queued up now and not able to do a great deal. And I'm wondering if we should also put a quick line from here straight over to here so that they can go that way if they need to. Because, I mean, at the moment... Oh, no. If they want to go north, they come down here and then they head up north up there. Whereas what they're doing is they're coming to there. So, really, I don't want them to go up here. I want a track to go that way, and I want this one to be a bridge. So that one can come off there completely. Right. What we'll do, we're going to move these around a little bit. I mean, I need to stop messing around with the train tracks a bit, I think. But we're going to do a little bit more messing. So I'm going to do that so that we've got a straight line across it. I don't even need that, do I? So we'll take train here. We'll take train track. We'll take this one here. That's going to come out of there. And it's going to go like that. And it's going to join into there. Okay? So that can go up there. And they can loop down this way if that's where they want to go. They can also come out here and they can loop down. So we're going to leave that one in. This one up here. I'm going to leave that one in as well. Because that's where they go up. And they come down this way if that's where they want to go. Except that they're all getting tangled up down there. So maybe that's not how we want to do this. I'm going to bring it all the way back over to here. That one's going to come out from there. And we're going to take this one now. It's going to come out there like that. And that one's going to rise up like that. Okay. It's going to stay as a raised track. All the way over to here. And it's going to come back down onto there like that. So then I've got a bypass for those trains. They can go straight over there, and that'll join that station with that bit over there, if that's the direction that they all want to go. So let's see if that makes any improvements whatsoever. We've got the bit that's going up there. They can come out here and they can go around and do that if that's what they need to do. I've got trains blocked here, they're blocked in here, and they're blocked coming down the other way. This one here is going across the track. That one's going that way. They'll start using this other one in a minute. We've got trains coming down from there. Are you going to go? No, you're moving. So you're coming down to there. You're going... It's these coming down. They're all stopping. They're all stopping in the wrong place. That one's stopping there. So why are you all stopping here? You've stopped. It's that one there. That one... Well, actually, that's going. That's heading over this direction where it should be going. That one is wanting to come up this way. That one's wanting to come this... They're moving. They all seem to be moving. They're slow, but they are kind of moving around. It's this bit here. So why is this bit here still stuck? That's what I need to know. And the way you find out is I do that. So I've got... I see. Right. I've got a load of trains that are blocked coming down this way, look. They shouldn't be blocked coming down this way. They actually should be moving... Oh, no, they're blocked. I see what's happened. I see what's happened. They're wanting to go north. See, that one's wanted to go up there, and that one's wanted to carry on. And they can't do it on this little loop right here. So what I need to do is I need to add in one more train, one more bit of track. I'll take that, and we will lower down here. And I'll bring that one out. Like that. That's going to go right underneath that track. And that's going to go into there like that. That's going to clear a few of these so that we don't have that bit. They'll go up there and straight up that way if that's the direction that they need to go. So then they can come on round. And that should allow everything to keep moving. That's better. Right. That's moving where that should go. So now the stuff coming down... That's moving where that should... This one's coming out, that one's going up, and then this one's going to carry on coming down. And that one's coming down as well. That one's... Yeah, it is stopping, but they're going. So these here, these are all coming from this side, and they're heading south. That one there, that one's heading over towards the airport, and this one's going north. That's good. They're going where they're supposed to go. That's cleared those. They're moving. They are actually moving. Although I do have it again here. You're not supposed to be going up that way. You've now got a track that you can use. So please don't do this again. See, that one's going down there, exactly where it should do. But this one here is wanting to go up this way, and it's not doing it. It's gone the wrong direction. And I don't like that it's gone in that direction. It shouldn't have. It should just keep moving. And instead, it's gotten itself jammed up here. Because these trains are idiots. So one of them has decided to be deleted from the map, which is what we need it to do. They should now just keep going straight up or straight down that way. They are going through there. I'm wondering if this is such a good idea. This seems like it might be a bad idea. This is causing problems. Why are you stopping? You shouldn't be stopping at all. You should just keep going. There, you keep going. It's done it again. It's come up here to go down that way. That should no longer be an option for you. How can I stop them from doing that? Unless it's existing trains. So we've got a few existing trains that were on the map. They've already decided they were going to go that way, and they haven't been able to route find. And that's what it is. Okay, we can live with that. So the rest of it does seem to be working. The trains are going to sort themselves out eventually. Let's go over this way a second, and we'll go to our power, and then we will take that one, and this one we're going to... We'll just run it straight over here and connect into there like that. So we've got some extra power production on the map. Excellent. Wonderful. Magnificent. We've got... This is now running as it should, and we've also got deliveries are available up through here as well. Look, so we've got... well, that's a garbage truck. There. Oh, and we got post as well. Okay. We've got a garbage truck and we got post. Up here, this is where we need... Oh, yes, we're going to need water next. This is going to be our next big thing, is I've got to put water out across this. I'm pretty sure there are actually mods that do this for you. Basically, they just put a grid down. You say, right, I want a grid here, cover this in water, and then it does. And I think that would be a fabulous thing to have right now, because this is such a time-consuming and tedious task, isn't it? Is this not just a time-consuming, tedious task that you wish you didn't have to do? Because once you get past a certain size, it's not like you're going to only do the odd pipe here and there. You do the whole thing. You go all the way down through, and you cover everything with pipes like this. You just kind of want to get it done as quickly as possible. And it does. It just takes ages. And then we do that last little bit out there and join that in there. So we've now got water going across the whole thing. I'm going to add in an extra pipe or two down here just for the sake of redundancy value. Because I really hate not being able to... I don't know, it just seems wrong. If you haven't sort of allowed some extra pipe work in for just in case something goes horribly wrong, it kind of doesn't feel right. So we'll do that. We'll add in the redundancies. Do it like that. There we go. And we'll also add in a bit of redundancy up this way as well. Space occupied. There, let's do it like that. And then another bit of redundancy to there. Like that. And then finally, one bit there and join it into there like that. Perfect! Okay, so we've got water. Water is in here and it's all working beautifully. We've got our various different districts down here. James Collins is... average land value, 61 monies per meter squared. Rose Lou, 56. Golden Eagle, 53. And what's the other one? Oh, Meredith Wyatt over here is only 36. That's not very good. Why is that one so much lower than the others? Oh, Meredith Wyatt is out here on the side. It's Scott right there that we need to be looking at first. Scott is 55. Meredith, we haven't actually built up Meredith Wyatt just yet. We will do that. That's on the to-do list, on the cards. How are we doing in here? We need to keep a close eye on this now. See that tree there? It's these two trees here we're kind of keeping an eye on. They are getting very close to the surface level of the lake. It is soon going to reach the point where it's going to want to try and spill out over the edge there. And we need to be careful. We need to be very, very careful when we get to that point. We don't want any nasty floods happening. Down here, the flooding has subsided. The flooding has taken care of itself. We narrowed the point here ever so slightly. That has helped a huge amount and seems to have cured the issue. What I also want to do is I want to bring power from here. I'm going to take power lines out from there and go to there and then head up this way like that to the train station. And then I'm also going to run power from the planes over here. But before I do that, we're going to go to the roads. And we're going to go to 6-lane road. Actually, I'm going to change that to highway. We've got 6-lane road on this... No. Because I got the 6-lane there going through a tunnel. But this one here is not going to go through a tunnel. I'm going to have this as a wavy road. So we won't do highway. We'll keep it like it is. And that one's going to go out like that. It's going to go up there. And then it's going to come in there like that, right on that corner. So we've got a beautiful curve all the way around, and that is now connected up. We're probably going to need more than that. I don't know if that's going to be enough to reach all the way up over to there, because that's rather a long way. We might have to put some more garbage disposal up here in the mountains, kind of like we've done over on this side. So we'll see about that. I'm not really sure at the moment. The connection in there, that's fine. We'll leave that. And then in here... Oh, we're still waiting on power. No, we're not. I've done power. I brought the power in. What do I do next, though? Right, because we've got commercial zone. I could actually put some commercial zone all the way here. All the way along this piece here. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to take... high density commercial, which I'm going to put around the airport right here, like this. And I'm going to put some over that side as well, like that. Low density commercial here is going to fill the rest of those into there, and I'm not going to go any closer to that. And then we're going to take high density commercial here, and I'm going to run that all the way in to this zone here, like this. Go on, all the way through. There. It's going to bring right into that corner there. Not going to go any further than that. But with this high density commercial here, I'm hoping that's going to kind of give some sale points for a lot of this stuff that we're about to start making. And that's kind of the idea here, is so that we've got sale points that aren't that far away. Of course, the other thing that we could do with, really, is access to people. Now, we've got people here in this zone, and there's people here. We got a load of people here, and then we've got people down here. And we've got trains over here. So what I'm thinking is we could actually add in another train track and another station, another people station. I don't know how well this will work, but I'm kind of hoping this is going to work out all right. Because what I'd like to do is I kind of want to... I want to do this slightly different to what I've done before. I realize that I'm going back to stuff that we've done previously rather than looking at the new content. But I think it's going to be worth it. So what I want to do is I want to lower that in there. Like that. And take that in like that. And then I'm going to take another one here. I want to bring that one in as well. Like that. Join that one into the side. Like that. And then I want to take one more from here as well. I want another tunnel in there. That one's going to go in. And this tunnel here, actually, I'm thinking... because we want to head... we've got a long way to go. We want to head all the way over to here. And we need to get past a whole load of existing tunnels as well. And it's getting past existing tunnels that is going to be slightly more difficult than the rest of this job. Because you look here, I got to take it down quite a long way in order for this to work properly. So that one's going to go to there. And then it's coming out slope too steep. All the way through here, we're going slope too steep, and it's wanting to do some strange things. So we're going to struggle with this particular task. Cannot build on water. Cannot build on water, and then it's going to be slope too steep. It's got that in the way over there. Slope too steep. See, it's all slope too steep. It doesn't like it. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to do this. And in part because it's already gone up a little bit too high right there. So I think we're going to need to... Let's try and change this around a little bit first. We'll go underground and we'll remove that bit. And... yeah, those bits as well. So we've got this to this point. Then we can take that. I'm going to bring that one... like that. I'm going to lower that one down as much as I can. But bringing it as close as possible to that edge. And then this one here. Bring that out like that. See, space already occupied there. That'll do it from that direction, but I don't want it to go from that direction. I want it to carry... it's got to go this kind of direction. Like that. Which means then that this one has got to come out like that's not going to work. That one again, it's not going to work like that. So you can kind of see some of the problems that we got here. I need to... that was not even joined in properly onto there. And that one's up a long way. Right, we'll have to start this again. Let's start this again. We'll do it from here because and then we've just got the one tunnel and we haven't got to worry too much about it. It's going to be a little bit easier, I think. So I want to lower that down there as low as I can get it coming forward. That's too steep. I can bring it to there. Then I can go forward and lower that down as well as we go forward. So we've got that lowered down there. Now we come through this bit, and this is where it goes slope too steep. This is the bit where it doesn't like it. Slope too steep, can't build on the water, because look here, it's trying to come out of here already. And it's getting it underneath this bit. That's the really tricky bit. Did I have it there that it was actually going to work? Okay, what I had to do is I had to redirect it along that way there. So then it would go underneath this piece of river here, and we've got it this far so far. And it will go through this. I've got to get it in the right place, though. So there we go. We've got another piece up to there. And the rest of this should be relatively simple. It should now come up. I need it to come up to there. So what we'll have to do is we'll bring it back to about this point here. And then we can bring it up. And it can join straight into there, so it goes up that way. And then that's going to come along this track here. Now, of course, the next bit is we don't want to be blocking any of the other tracks. So I don't actually want that to be joining straight into there. Although I'm thinking that having one there might be a good idea. Just one track there. Whether that's a good thing or not to have it coming back over this way and joining into that tunnel. I don't know if I'm going to regret having it joining into that tunnel. I really hope that I don't. I don't think I'm going to. I'm hoping that it's actually going to work out all right. The other thing that I was thinking of doing is coming out of here like this and bringing that down like that. There, so it comes straight out of the station. And then joins into this tunnel over here, which is not actually going to do because that is going too high. Okay, so that didn't quite work as well as I'd hoped. So I want to take you off of there, and I want to join you in to that one down there, like that. Right, that should have joined in now. If I have a look at that. Page down. That has joined in. Okay, so we can bypass that bit. It can the passenger train can just come straight out there, and then it will follow this line all the way up here, and it'll get to this point right here. Now, where are we going to actually put the passenger train? And I'm thinking that this is industrial up here, so we want the passenger train to be here. And how do I do that? Do I put the train station right here on this side? I've got... Hang on, let's go back to the power here a minute. And we'll just put a windmill... Actually, if I put a windmill there, that'll join that one in, so that's now powered. Those are all powered, and they're all going to be happy. Look at that. There. Okay, so they've got power on now, and they've got power over there. Everybody's going to be cheerful, and the last abandoned building will be knocked down. So the question is, do I actually have this interacting with this track over here or not? I want to put a train over here. I want to put it as a passenger train so that I've got people coming over this side. Let's try it. Let's just see how this works out. So I'll put that one down right there. Yes, it does mean deleting a whole load of extra things off of there, but that's fine. I can cope with that. And we'll bring you in over there. Bring you along like that. And we'll put you in a direct crossing over there. I may regret that little move. I may not. We'll wait and see. So then that one can come there. And this one here, I'm not going to have it interacting with that. I'm going to lift this one up, and it's going to go over the top. Like that. And it's going to come over the top of that one. Like that. And it's going to come back over here, and it's going to join in to that track so that it can go back in the opposite direction. It goes into there like that. Right. So that is a spin around on there that mostly avoids the other tracks, but it can interact with this one as well. So if the train does want to go up here and head down that way, it comes along, it joins onto there, and it goes up that way. Or it goes from this station, and it comes down here, and it can't actually go the other way. So it doesn't have a loop around here, except that that isn't a loop around. There isn't a loop around option. So as there's no loop around option, I don't want this to be here like this, do I? At all. So let's do this again. Let's think about this carefully. We want to do that, and then that. And then I want to take this one, and I want to bring you out of there. I want to bring you up. Like that. You across there. And lower you down there. So there's no interaction between the two. Those are now completely separate. I've got a cargo line and I've got a passenger line. I've got this here as the passenger line. This does allow intercity trains. And then I've got the cargo line as being the other one. So this here, this cargo train here, wait a minute. Passengers only. You're passengers only, so you're now heading back up that way, because you can no longer use this track. This is for passengers only up here, and that one's going to have to go elsewhere. So that's good. We don't want any others using it. So we got intercity trains that can come and use that one if they want to, but we're also going to put a passenger service up this side as well. So we're going to go back into the trains, and we're going to go to there. I'm going to create new line off of there, and I'm going to come all the way over to here, and I'm going to put one in there, add stop, and then I'm going to go complete line. That's all I'm going to do. That is the line. It's going to go up there and straight back again. That's all it's going to do. It's there and back. It's not going to worry about any more than that. It's just there and back. We do have intercity trains going up through there, which I'm thinking I'll do slightly differently. So I'll bring those out there, and if I can, hang on, page down, like that, I can lower that one down there. So intercity trains can come from this direction. I've got the passenger service here that's running in that direction. The other thing that I want to do is I want to access the sort of the exit point on the map, really, to allow better access to intercity trains to go between the two. I'm just trying to think. I know intercity trains can come from this direction. There's ways they can turn around on the map. They can access all of it, so we don't need to worry about that. They can go where they need to go, and we've now got a passenger service heading over here to this one, which I'm hoping is going to just ease things in a little bit. Now, the whole idea today was actually to start doing the oil industry, and I haven't started on that bit at all yet. So I need to do some work with that. What do we got over here? Donut vans. Oh, that's all of the commercial district down here. They're starting to use it. Okay. We're going to be using more stuff from up here, so they can carry on doing what they're doing. And we want to come over here. So, garbage. Garbage at the moment is... it's doing alright, I think. We don't need to worry about that. We want to go to oil, and we want the main oil building here. So, the actual main oil area, if you look, we've got kind of this area here, and it comes down around there. So, I don't want to go too much on that. This piece over here on this side, though... that bit right there, that bit would be perfect. So there we go. We've now got oil. Right, we got a small oil pump, oil sludge pyrolysis plant, and small crude oil tank farm. Oil, have a look here, extractor buildings, processor, petroleum. So we get crude oil first, and then we've got to process them, and... we can work on it from there. Okay, so you've got those bits. And let's have a look down here. How are we going to do this? Well, you got no power at the moment. We got the Mulberry oil well right here. So we get oil in barrels, and we can output directly. We can process it into petroleum, and we can process it into plastics. We need plastics for one of the other items that we wanted to get, which is... Actually, where is that one? Can I move this? I want to get rid of this. How do I hide this? I think I can. Right, let's just ignore that then. So we've got a small oil pump right here. Single oil pump for extracting oil industry raw material from an underground reservoir. Extractor needs to be placed on an oil field inside industry area. So we've got this one right here. And we've got some industry area right there. It's also got to go next to a road. But I think what we need to do is we actually need to kind of change the roads around a little bit. Now, we've got 6-lane roads everywhere at the moment. We're going to start working with some 2-lane roads. We could go with some industry roads, I suppose, because they are quite cool. There, we've got small industry road. So we can add in a couple of small industry roads just to change it up a little bit. I don't want them to be underground. I want them to go like that. So we'll put your space already occupied. Let me go to you like that. It's not going to let me do that. Come out to that side there. Can I put that one out? I can put one out there. So what I'd actually like to do is I'd like to do an industry road all the way across to there. So we've got a small industrial road. So that one there is on the corner. And then we can start our oil pumps over this side. There. And I'm inside the oil field right there. So we've got an oil pump there. And is there a way to do this without like this? I don't think there is, because it's difficult to see in places here, isn't it? Get rid of that. So I've got a small oil pump right there. It doesn't have any power. Right, we got that one right there. It's working without power, which is nothing short of a minor miracle. So, do I have these overlapping? So, estimated 4,800 units a week. Stays the same. Estimated 4,800. So, I'm going to move that one over a little bit, because there's still oil extraction that can be done from there. So, I'm going to put 2 of those in to start with, and then we're going to look over here. So, oil sludge pyrolysis plant. This turns crude oil into the next bit. Oil sludge pyrolysis takes oil, processes it into petroleum. This processing building requires oil to produce oil special goods petroleum. Processing building needs to be placed inside the industry area. So we'll put that one slap bang between those 2 right there. And at the moment it's got no products. And then this here, crude oil tank farm. Crude oil storage with pumping station, pipes, and 4 tanks for storing oil industry raw materials. Storage building can be placed outside of the industry area if we want to. I don't want to. I want to place that one right there. So it's opposite side of the road to... Actually, I suppose I could put that one right next to the processing plant here. And that's it for the moment. We've got the fence. We're not going to worry about the fence just for a minute. And that's our very first pieces down. The first pieces to this little puzzle. The other bits that we've got. Now, we've got a warehouse over here. We've got the warehouse system. And then we've got the unique buildings. So the warehousing over here. We'll take a small warehouse. Although we've got storage there. But I suppose we ought really to have a small warehouse as well. And we'll use that one. And that one there I'm going to put right in that corner. Like that. And then this one here is going to stay balanced. And we're going to use that to store the petroleum that is coming out of that zone right there. Now, we need power. That's going to be our next thing, as we want to do. We could do with just a little bit of go-go juice. So we're going to take this one. And I've already got these here. They're all joined together with a bit of power. I'm going to take a power line off the back there, and you're going to come over this way, and you're going to join right into there like that. It's all got power. Okay, so that's now all joined together. We've now got our tankers. They're working. So this one here, Oil can be imported at a cost and can be exported as well. I don't want them to be importing this stuff. If I go for empty here, it tries to run it empty, but then it's more likely to export stuff. So really we want balanced, operating normally. The problem is it then buys stuff in, doesn't it? This one's not operating because it doesn't yet have enough raw materials. We've got to wait a little while for this one. We've got the oil coming out of here. And we've also got oil coming out from this one. Now, I don't know how quickly this uses it all up. How quickly does it use up the storage 250 out of 250 barrels there? That's one thing we're not sure of at the moment, is the speed that it's going to use this stuff up. We've got a freight cargo station over there for the trains. They've got a direct link over here to the airport, but we've also got a road link as well to the airport so that we can get into and out of the city. So there's quick, fast runs on that one if they're needed. We've got here, it just says 20%. It doesn't actually tell you what it's transporting, does it? No. It just says that it's being transported, that's all we know. But we're still short on people. It's still suggesting that we don't have enough people on the map. We've reached 200,000. Our population value has gone above 200,000 for the first time. Let's go back over this way and see how the giant poop lake is doing. Those trees have now... The roots are starting to be submerged. We got to keep a close eye on this one. We've absolutely got to watch that one. The other thing that I was thinking of doing is taking another route from here and joining that into the passengers over here as well, so that I've got a direct route between here and this one over here. The other thing, possibly what we could do, is I did it over here, and I've still got that one running. I don't know how many passengers it runs each week. Down here, look, there's that one there, 182 passengers on there, and then it comes in here, and so we got the cable cars running. That one right there, 58 passengers over to there. So it does run. It is bringing people backwards and forwards. But whether or not it's, like, beneficial to the city to have this thing going, I'm not quite sure. That one's finished empty. Yeah, I was wondering about whether to keep that cemetery. So let's have a look over here. You are 94 passengers there. So the middle of the line is doing all right. This here with the monorail is a bit of an issue for me, because it's always constantly choked up. I've got a monorail here, and this is... That's like a mid-road. See, I think I can join a road onto the end of that station there, and then that one will carry on. So I could put a road straight over to here. So I've got a direct link between these two via the road. So as... I think we've still got time, so let's have a look and see about doing that. That's medium roads. I'm gonna want a highway for this, I think. Let's see if I can do this with a highway. And well, I don't want just a plain highway. Actually, I'm gonna need a... We go for large road, and we'll take a 6-lane out of there. Space occupied by that one there, so it doesn't like that. Take you out. It doesn't like that either. So why don't you like that? What is the problem here? It's this one here, I think, is going to be our problem. So if I just drop that down there a second, and I then take you, and I reposition this one over there a minute, then we come back in here with the road. No, I don't want that road. I want the 6-lane road there, and all I want to do is... Oh, I see. I see. Right, it's that bit right there. Gonna bring you out there. I can bring you out round, but I can't put you straight onto there. It doesn't really like it. So what I'm gonna need to do, I believe, is I'm gonna have to have that one, and that one's gonna have to come out there. Again, it doesn't like it. Okay, so we will just remove that a second, and that. And then we'll try going back to the large road here and bringing that one straight out to there like that. Then we will go back into here, and we will go to the monorail, which is that one, and we'll take you, and we'll join you off of there. put you back onto there like that, so that you are still joined in and you're still running, doing everything that you should do. Perfect. And then we've got a bit of 6-lane road out this side. So then you over here, you can now be moved back in place over that side there. That one can go. That is the McStallion YT Botanical Garden. I did rename a few of those, but then I stopped doing that. So then we're going to go over this way, and we want some highway. So the first thing that we're going to do with the highway is I'm going to take a piece out that way, and it's going to go kind of like that. And then I'm going to take another piece from here, and it's going to come back in, and that's going to do that. So that I've got like the double highway piece that I need. And then this one's going to come over here. You're going to raise up from back there. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that as straight line like that. So you're going to go straight across there. And if I can, I want to do this as a dead straight line. On a 180-degree line to come straight off of there like that. Just like that. So it's actually, I've got that raised all the way across, and that's fine. I'm quite happy to have that. This bit here, I kind of want to put that next to the existing road. So if I do it, actually I'm going to have to start this one up at this end. If I do that, and then pull this one back down this way, all the way to there, we've now got a big long bridge that goes all the way over. We can worry about that other end in a minute, but I've got the two roads side by side up to that point. And then I can go back to here. I'm going to need to just delete that bit and that bit as well. Then we can go remove you. You're going to need to come down here like that. Come down onto the ground. And you're going to need to do that. Right. It's a little bit messy on the end there, but I think that's going to be alright, because we've got a nice fast road here that then runs up this way. We've got train in the way there. We've got we've got tracks in the way over most of it, so we're going to need to turn here. And where are we going to want to go? So we'll take you, and we will try and bring a curve that way, like that. And over to there. Lower you down. And bring you... actually, if I take you in like that, I think we might be onto something here. If we take this one here, we've got the tree-lined avenue there. I'll bring that one out. I'll actually bring it out slightly back that way to there, just like that. And then we can go here into the highway. We can take that piece of highway there, and we can join it in onto that side, just like that. Next, I can take this one here and go from there. Bring you up so that you come back across this track. Start from there. Of course, now I need to try and get the curves to follow this road here. And it's not always easy to keep these even. It's nigh on impossible to keep them even, actually, but never mind that. And then we can join you in there. That's pretty close, though. I think we've done pretty well with that. That is pretty close. So we can bring you off this way and put you straight up onto there as well, like that. That's then joined that in. So we've now got a nice access point all the way through, and we'll just very quickly make sure that we don't have anything ridiculous with junctions. Right there. Nope, we got nothing ridiculous on there. We've got traffic lights on here, which I don't want. I'm going to leave it just like that, actually. And then we come all the way over to this side. We've got no ridiculous junctions on this side either, so that's all good. We've now got a direct traffic route between this area and this area, and we've also got a direct passenger route between here and all the way over here. I don't know if that makes any difference in this game. I really don't. But, I mean, you'd kind of want something like that anyway. Because, yeah, we're joining up this major industry, and we probably want quite a few employees up here. Plus, we're going to want a direct access point back through here so that we can sell items back here in some of the commercial zones that we've got down this way. At the moment, we're on 200,000 people, but we have a bit of demand for jobs. There is actually a way that we can look at this, isn't there? If we go to the economy, pretty sure we've got... Isn't there like an unemployment type scale? What do we got here? High density. 70% of your income comes from residential zones. That's quite high, actually. Self-sufficient buildings, we've got a big chunk of those. And does it tell me... I see I've got a 12%. It's 12% all the way through. Does it tell me what my employment is? Income from industrial. 11% from industrial. 14% from there. And 70% from there. And then income overall. Expenses here. Total and total. So our weekly income is 25,000. Which is pretty good. That's a reasonable balance. Road tolls. Yeah, I forgot about that. We've got road tolls now that we can put out. We ought to put some of those out. And we'll see if we can get something from them. Tourism here. Public transportation is 5 grand. Commercial zones is 2,000. 1% of our income comes from tourism. Where does it say about employment? Somewhere there is a thing that says about total employment. What do we got? Population, land value. I don't know if it does. I'm looking around. I'm not sure if it does actually say about employment, but I thought that there was some of these that were linked to employment. You know, you only got them if you had, like, unemployment at a set level or something like that. Because, I mean, you look here. We've got... Oh, you can turn them into historic buildings. Yeah, I thought there was a thing about employment, and I don't know where it is. What have we got? Advisor, right here. Well, no, I don't want you. You go away. Areas, and then milestones. This... Nope, we don't want those. We don't want those. Where does it tell? Global happiness. That just sort of says that everybody's happy. Ground resources. Policies right here. So I've got the different policies that I can instigate if I want to. I don't want to, though. I'm not interested in that at the moment. I want to find out how many of my citizens are employed. I'm not sure how to do that. I might have to look at that another time. Well, I will have to look at that another time because I can't do it today. So we'll have a look and see if we can do anything about employment. We've got services now. We've got vehicles that are now going between these districts, and we've got access to this commercial zone over here a little bit. We've got trains regularly coming in and out of here, and they're doing quite well, actually. They're doing all right. Are we getting any kind of choke point over here? No, we're not. There's no problems over this side being caused by the new train route that I have put in. And then we go back up here to the main choke points that we were experiencing with the trains, and they now seem to have finally been kind of ironed out a little bit. It's looking a lot better. We've got a little bit of choke point here going on, but generally speaking, it's looking really good. And now we can have a look in here, and we can see our oil. And already our oil is destroying the land and throwing in some pollution. So we got 4,800 units per week coming up from there. This one is pumping through the oil and the petroleum. Right in here, we're balanced. We've got 216 barrels in there. I'm wondering... Oh, and what do we got in here? We've got 0 barrels in there at the moment. So I'm thinking that overall in this industry area, we haven't imported any. Acquisition, 10 barrels. 3 barrels there, 4 barrels going to petroleum. Okay. And it is 80,000 cells, essentially. Total profit is minus 500. But that's because we haven't sold any. We've sold nothing. Output, $21. So we have outputted a little bit. But that's coming out from... See here, I got 216 barrels in there. But this one here, this doesn't say how many barrels it processed. This is the thing. This is the bit that does frustrate me a little bit. Is we don't have sort of an indication of how many barrels we should. We got 9 there. 2 of 16. So it's processing a little bit. And it feels... But I don't know if they've bought that all in, or if they've like sold it from elsewhere. I am thinking that we want to be able to access that one a little bit better. So what we'll do is we'll build another industrial road. We'll go from here, and we'll take an industrial road right there. Let's have straight lines, shall we? This is definitely a straight line zone. That's going to go straight across there, and that's going to allow the traffic to go up through here. Oh. Oh. Oh, look at this. They've suddenly taken a whole host of trucks out. Where are they going? Where are all of the trucks going? Right, you are exporting oil products. I don't know where you're going. I know where most of these are going. They're going to the airport, I think. But where is this truck going? I know what we can do. I do that. No, hang on. This we go here. There we go. That's going to tell us. That's going to tell us his route. We can have a look here. We can narrow this one down. He's... Oh! He's off out. He's taken the road and he's going out that way. He's gone. He's gone. So let's have a look in here then, and... Oop, let's just pause a sec. Where did all the other trucks go? Have they already gone? I think they may have already up and vanished. And then... No, they're all coming over here to... They're coming straight in there. That's where they're headed to. They're all bringing it in there, which means that they're now actually selling some of the crude oil. We're not processing enough of it. We're selling loads of crude oil. If we have a look at the Mulberry oil place, output there, still not actually sold. I'm not sure. I know that we want another one of them. We want some more processing power. So go back into there, and we want to go to you. Oil sludge pyrolysis plant. And I'm going to put one there. 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 I have 4 more of those, all going in there really quick. We'll bump them all down in there really fast. A load of oil in there. Wait, it keeps coming up with the traffic flow. Yeah, load of oil in there. So this one here, not enough raw materials. Yeah, there are enough raw materials. They're just going to send... Well, they should send a truck straight over to this one over here. Except I got 12 of 12 trucks going at the moment, so they're off disappearing. They're coming back. Yeah, they've taken them off to the train station. Done a load of stuff. It's still not saying any different here. It's just minus money. It's all minus money at the moment. It's not changing. Really sure if that's intentional or not. It's difficult to know. It is, because look, I've got all of this oil in here. I could use that. There's 5 of those. Nothing here is being processed. That needs to be processed. Anyway, I don't have time for any more this week, so if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.